So the Volkswagen Beetle now runs, drives, and stops, which means there's only one thing left to do on it, and that is the cosmetic repairs. So that's what we'll be doing in this episode, which is part 3 of the Volkswagen Beetle series. I'm going to be repairing all the rust, like the runners over here. I'm also going to be taking these tires off and throwing the originals back on. Probably won't put a new bumper on it, but new runners there. New floorboards, because you can see these guys are rusted through. And then I'm going to be giving it a new paint job. Don't worry, I'll stick with yellow though. Anyway, let's start with the restoration. I'm going to start by taking the rear tires off. Now, as you guys can see, the rear fenders have been cut to allow these tires to fit in. And I'm just going to be leaving the rear fenders as they are, and I'm not going to be replacing them with the originals. Now, I didn't notice this, but the Chevy has 5 lug nuts, and that's what this brake is set up to have, while the original rim only has 4 lug nuts. So we're going to have to drill some holes to make it fit on here properly. Okay, done with that side. Let's go to this one. Alright, the other wheel's on now too. Alright, let's let this car down and I'm going to go drive it into my garage so I can work on it in a little bit of a cleaner spot. Okay, let's go ahead and start her up and move her to my garage. Okay, so I got it in the garage now. It should be a nicer place to work on it, because over there where I was working on it was a pile of soot, because that's where our bonfire used to be. But so this is just a message about the Volkswagen Beetle. A lot of you guys commented about how I should replace the heater channels on the Beetle, and I know this is true and I agree with you 100%, but unfortunately it's not within my budget to replace these heater channels. So I know they add structural support, so what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to weld structural pieces, structural brackets to the heater channels and make them structural, so they're still providing structural support. However, they will not be providing heat like they should be. And I'm just doing this because, I mean, it's $400 for heater channels. I can't do that. I think they're still going to provide structure, so I think that's all we need. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. Okay, so let's go ahead and start cutting this floorboard out of here. Okay, so there's the old floorboard. It is rusted to bits. Floor's out of here though. Let's get that driver's side out. Okay, so to get the driver's side floor pan off, it's a bit more difficult because you got to take the pedal assembly off. So as you can see, I've got it disconnected there in the front. But then once you get that done, you need to come back here and then disconnect the clutch cable, which is right under this wheel here. And there's a little butterfly clip, and you just have to unscrew that until it's all the way out. Then you can remove the pedal assembly by pulling the clutch cable through the tunnel. Okay, so here's the pedal assembly. I got it out. I have no idea where the clutch cable went, because as soon as I pulled the pedals out, it just disappeared inside the tunnel. So maybe it snapped or something, but I got the pedals out here. Now we can cut the floor out. Alright, so here's a Beetle with no floor pans. Let's go ahead and weld the new ones in. Okay, so before I weld the floorboards in, I have to wait for the gas to come, so I'm just going to paint it first. So I've got it all sealed off, all the parts that I don't want to paint. Let's get started painting. Okay, I'm going to start welding the floor pans in, but before I do that, I'm going to fix this rocker panel over here. I just welded, or cut out this piece of metal here, and I'm just going to weld it right like that, and it'll hold it up. So, that's the plan for that. Okay, so there it is welded on. Okay, with some hammering and some bending, I got the floorboard in how I like it. So now it's time to start welding. Okay, so I've already done some of the weld because I wanted to do some off camera just to get a feel for it. I've done about from there to there. I'll do some recording now so you guys can watch some welding. But I don't know how well you're going to be able to see because I might be in the way. But let me try to record some. Okay, for the most part, I have this floor welded in. It is sturdy. It's ready for the seat to go in it. Okay, it's time to put the driver's side floor pan in, which I have right here. Alright, now I got this floor hammered in. Let's start welding. Okay, I finished the driver's side floorboard. Here's the weld. Just goes all the way around like the other one. Let me show you a couple other things I did. Okay, so here's what I did to weld the floorboard to the heater channel. Since it's so rusty you can't really weld to it, I just used brackets like this and up top here, and then a big bracket up here just to provide a lot of support. And same story on the other side, a bracket here. You already saw me weld that bracket, and then just a couple of more brackets up here just to provide support. And these floorboards are strong, so. Okay, so the last things we have to do are to put the pedals back in, put the running boards on, put the seats in, and that's pretty much it. So let's start by putting the pedals in, and to do that I need to take off the rear wheel and get the clutch cable. Alright, so there's the pedal assembly. I'll go install it now. Okay, I got the pedal assembly in there, everything hooked up right. Next we're going to put the new running boards on, which I have here. Okay, there's the running board installed. I had to install it kind of weirdly because of the cut rear fender, but I think it adds to the VW look, and it looks a lot better now. And I got the passenger side running board on too. Okay, so the last thing we have to do is piece together the interior. I bought an interior carpet kit on eBay just to carpet everything up, but it hasn't arrived yet, so I'm going to start by just putting the seats in. Okay, I got the rear seat in there. Okay, so before I put the remainder of the seats in, I just bought this foam sealant, spray foam or whatever. I'm just going to cover up some holes with it. I'll show you the finished product. Okay, that foam stuff was actually super helpful. It sealed up this entire heater channel from the outdoors, as you guys can see, and I did some in there too, just to seal up the holes. And then on the driver's side, I also sealed up the heater channel. And then there were some holes in that front fender, and then a little bit of holes in behind the pedal assembly. So I sealed up all those holes. So although this Beetle will not have heat, it will at least be watertight on the inside. Alright, as you see, I've taped up the tires. It's because I'm going to be painting the rims. Okay, let's put the passenger seat in. Okay, so I got the passenger seat in, and now the driver's seat is in also. That's going to be the end of this video, guys. I bought 4 new hubcaps for it, so we'll have 4 brand new hubcaps. Right now I only have hubcaps for the front 2 wheels. I bought a new interior carpeting kit for it, so we'll add that, and that will make the interior a little nicer. But that's going to be all for this video. I'm pretty proud of the end result. Took a lot of work, took a lot of time and money, so I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. And I also bought a chrome strip for the front hood. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm going to show you some before and after shots now so that you guys can really see the full transformation. Thanks for watching. And one thing I forgot to mention before you guys see the before and after shots, I'm not really sure on the pricing of this thing, so if you could do me a favor and comment below, how much do you think this Beetle is worth now in the shape that I have it in, with the new floorboards, new runners, new brake lines, new axle, you know, repainted. Could you just comment how much you think this particular Volkswagen Beetle is worth? I'll just show you the interior right now. You can see it's cleaned up in here, and there's the back seat back there. So, how much do you guys think this is worth? Comment below.